Hey, what's up guys? And I'm trying something new to see if you guys will like it. That is why I'm using this voice. This is not belong to anyone. This was created by me with a little online help. Yes, guys. I want to see what you guys think of these stories, if they have any interest to captivate your time. Because I want to post different genres like going into different universe, different animes, and this will be a major help. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. So this is going to be a basical different thing completely. Not a normal what if story, but this will be Naruto facing off against the gods, the Ōtsutsuki to be quite exact. He has a weapon in his possession which is beyond the mortal comprehension. This is not the second part to the one I posted last night. This is a different full movie. I just want to hear what you guys think. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. So let's jump right into it. Begin now, guys.
In the vast world of shinobi, where chakra and jutsu form the cornerstone of life, there existed legends of godly weapons, artifacts of immense power that could tip the scales of battle with a mere whisper of their might. For Naruto Uzumaki, the spirited ninja of Konohagakure, the path to becoming Hokage was laden with challenges, each one a stepping stone toward his dream. However, an unexpected turn of events would lead him to a discovery that would forever alter his journey. While training in the dense forests that bordered the Hidden Leaf village, Naruto stumbled upon an ancient shrine, obscured by the thick foliage and untouched by time. Its presence was almost ethereal, as if it belonged to another world. Driven by curiosity and an unyielding adventure spirit, Naruto ventured inside, where he found a weapon so majestic, it seemed to pulsate with divine energy. This was no ordinary weapon, it was a legendary godly weapon known as Aim no Habakiri, a sword said to possess the power to cleave the heavens themselves. The moment Naruto's fingers brushed against the hilt, a surge of chakra unlike anything he had ever felt coursed through him, a testament to the sword's latent power. Intrigued and exhilarated, Naruto knew he had found something special, something that could potentially elevate his abilities to new heights. With Aim no Habakiri in hand, Naruto embarked on a rigorous training regimen, determined to master the godly weapon and unlock its full potential. Under the watchful eyes of Kakashi Haddock, his sensei, and the guidance of other mentors like Jiraiya and Tsunade, Naruto honed his skills with Aim no Habakiri. The training was grueling, pushing Naruto to his limits and beyond. The sword demanded not just physical strength, but a deep spiritual connection with its wielder. Naruto had to learn to blend his chakra with the divine energy of the weapon, a feat that required intense concentration and unwavering dedication. As Naruto's mastery over Aim no Habakiri grew, so too did his understanding of its power. The sword could amplify his Rasengan, create barriers of pure energy, and even manipulate the elements. But with great power came great responsibility. Naruto realized that wielding such a weapon required not just skill, but wisdom. It was not a tool for destruction, but a means to protect those he cared about and to uphold the ideals of peace and justice. As Naruto continued to wield Aim no Habakiri, the godly weapon that once promised to elevate his abilities to new heights, a sinister transformation began to unfold. The sword, while imbued with divine power, also harbored a dark secret. Its strength was unmatched, but it demanded a heavy price from its wielder. The more Naruto tapped into its power, the more he felt an ominous energy seeping into his very soul. At first, the changes were subtle. Naruto found himself more irritable, quick to anger, and prone to making rash decisions. His once unwavering determination to protect his friends and village began to be overshadowed by a growing thirst for power and dominance. This shift did not go unnoticed by his closest friends and mentors. Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura observed with growing concern as the Naruto they knew seemed to slip further away, replaced by someone they barely recognized. The darkness within Aim no Habakiri fed on Naruto's chakra, gradually warping his perception of right and wrong. Battles that Naruto would once approach with the intent to incapacitate and protect were now fraught with a merciless intensity, leaving destruction in his wake. The once jovial and compassionate ninja was becoming a figure of fear, even among those who stood by his side. Hinata, Naruto's partner and pillar of support, was the first to confront him about the alarming change. She reached out to him with love and concern, only to be met with cold indifference. This encounter served as a wake-up call for Naruto, sparking a flicker of his former self to question the path he was on. The realization of what he was becoming terrified him, but the seductive call of Aim no Habakiri's power was difficult to resist. In a desperate bid to free himself from the weapon's dark influence, Naruto sought the counsel of the sages of Mount Myaboku. There, he underwent intense meditation and training, striving to sever the corrupting bond between himself and the sword. The process was excruciating, as Aim no Habakiri fought back, unwilling to release its grip on Naruto. The realization that Aim no Habakiri's power was beyond his control weighed heavily on Naruto. Despite his best efforts to master the godly weapon, the darkness it imbued within him only grew stronger, threatening to consume not just him, but everything he held dear. In a heart-wrenching decision, Naruto understood that to keep his loved ones and the village of Konohagakure safe, he had to leave, at least until he found a way to rid himself of the weapon's malevolent influence or control its dark power. Under the cover of night, Naruto left a letter for his wife, Hinata, explaining his decision. He couldn't bear to say goodbye in person, knowing it might weaken his resolve. In his letter, he expressed his love and his promise to return once he had found a solution. To his friends and fellow shinobi, he left similar messages, entrusting the safety of the village to them in his absence. Naruto's journey was solitary, taking him through lands far beyond the borders of the Fire Country. He sought out sages, monks, and even recluses rumored to possess knowledge of ancient jutsu and forbidden techniques that could potentially help him overcome the curse of Aim no Habakiri. Along the way, Naruto faced not only external threats, but also the internal battle against the darkness that threatened to overtake him at moments of weakness. His travels led him to the ruins of an ancient civilization, known for its deep spiritual connection to nature and chakra. It was here, amidst the remnants of lost knowledge, that Naruto encountered an old sage who spoke of the path of harmony, a state where the soul could achieve balance with any force, no matter how dark or powerful. The sage warned him, though, that this path was perilous and required a sacrifice that few were prepared to make. Determined to regain control and protect his loved ones from the threat he posed, Naruto embraced this challenge. He underwent rigorous training that tested the limits of his endurance, both physically and mentally. He learned to meditate in a way that allowed him to confront the darkest parts of himself, to accept them, and to find balance. This process was torturous, as it forced Naruto to relive his past fears, doubts, and the pain he had inflicted on others under the weapon's influence. Throughout this period of self-imposed exile, Naruto remained in the shadows, a ghost rumored to wander the lands but never confirmed. Back in Konoha, his friends and family felt his absence deeply, working tirelessly to protect the village while holding on to the hope of his return. After what seemed like an eternity, Naruto achieved a breakthrough. In a moment of perfect clarity and balance, he finally managed to harmonize his chakra with the dark energy of Aim no Habakiri. Instead of fighting against the weapon's power or letting it dominate him, he found a way to coexist with it, transforming its darkness into a force that could be used for protection without corruption. With a heavy heart but a clear mind, Naruto knew it was time to return to Konohagakure. Time skip. As Naruto approached the outskirts of Konohagakure, his heart heavy with anticipation and relief at his return, the calm was shattered by a surge of malevolent energy. The sky darkened as a figure descended, intent on draining the planet of its chakra. It was Ōtsutsuki Momoshiki, a being of immense power and malevolence, who had come to harvest the Earth's chakra for his own nefarious purposes. Naruto, now in control of Aim no Habakiri's power, and having mastered the balance between its darkness and his own chakra, did not hesitate. He confronted Momoshiki, determined to protect his home and the planet from the Ōtsutsuki's catastrophic ambitions. The battle was fierce, with Naruto pushing the limits of his newfound abilities. Aim no Habakiri, responding to Naruto's will, unleashed waves of energy that countered Momoshiki's attacks, protecting the land from destruction. In a climactic encounter, Naruto managed to exploit a momentary weakness in Momoshiki's defenses, delivering a decisive blow that ended the threat once and for all. As Momoshiki's form dissipated, the threat seemed to be over, but the brief moment of victory was quickly overshadowed by an even greater danger. Looking up, Naruto saw the skies darken further as 5 more figures appeared, their presences even more daunting than Momoshiki's. They were members of the Otsutsuki clan, each possessing their own terrifying abilities, and all looking down upon Naruto with a mix of curiosity and disdain. It was clear that the battle with Momoshiki was merely a precursor to a far greater challenge. Naruto stood resolute, despite the overwhelming odds. He understood that the fight ahead would require not just his strength, but the combined might of all of Konohagakure and its allies. As he prepared to face this new threat, Naruto sent a mental call to arms to his friends and allies, signaling them to gather. Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, and the rest of the shinobi world responded to Naruto's call, converging on his location with haste. They understood the gravity of the situation. The Ōtsutsuki clan's interest in Earth posed a threat not just to Konohagakure, but to the entire world. Together, they formed a plan, drawing on the strengths of each individual and the strategic mind of Shikamaru. Naruto, at the center of their formation, shared his energy with them, bolstering their abilities with the power of Ain no Habakiri and the Kurama chakra within him. The ensuing battle was monumental, a testament to the unity and strength of the shinobi world against a common foe. Naruto and his allies fought valiantly, each unleashing their most potent techniques in a symphony of power and determination. The Otsutsuki, surprised by the resilience and strength of their opponents, found themselves challenged in ways they had not anticipated. In the end, through sheer will, unity, and the strategic use of their combined powers, Naruto and his allies managed to turn the tide. One by one, the Ōtsutsuki fell, their plans for Earth's chakra thwarted by the very beings they had deemed insignificant. As the last of the Ōtsutsuki threat was vanquished, a weary but unbroken group of shinobi stood victorious. They had protected their home, their planet, and their way of life against one of the greatest threats they had ever faced. Naruto, in the heart of it all, realized that his journey with Ain no Habakiri and the darkness within had prepared him for this moment, allowing him to protect what was most precious to him. In the aftermath of the victorious battle against Ōtsutsuki clan, the shinobi world barely had time to breathe a sigh of relief before a new, unprecedented threat emerged. From the depths of the cosmos, the Otsutsuki god, a being of unimaginable power and the true patriarch of the Otsutsuki clan, descended upon the earth. His arrival was marked by a cataclysmic upheaval of chakra so intense that it threatened to tear the very fabric of reality apart. This deity, whose name was whispered in fear as Ōtsutsuki, looked upon the shinobi with disdain for defying his kin. With godlike power at his disposal, Ōtsutsuki effortlessly swept aside the combined forces of the shinobi world. Even Naruto, Sasuke, and the other powerhouses, who had just triumphed over the Otsutsuki invaders, found themselves utterly outmatched. In a display of his overwhelming strength, Ōtsutsuki defeated them all, leaving the shinobi world in despair. Naruto, who had been at the forefront of the battle, was singled out by Ōtsutsuki. Seeing the potential in Naruto not just as a formidable foe, but as a symbol of hope for the shinobi world, Ōtsutsuki decided to remove him from the equation. By capturing Naruto, Ōtsutsuki aimed to demoralize Earth's defenders and ensure no further resistance would arise. Using his godlike powers, Ōtsutsuki transported Naruto to an unknown dimension, a void where time and space seemed irrelevant. This prison was designed to be inescapable, a place where Naruto's chakra and spirit would be locked away from the world he fought so hard to protect. With Naruto gone, a heavy silence fell over the land as the reality of their most powerful shinobi being defeated and captured sank in. Back in Konohagakure, the news of Naruto's capture spread like wildfire, plunging the village and its allies into mourning. Sasuke, Sakura, and the others refused to give in to despair. They began to plan a rescue mission, despite the seemingly insurmountable odds. Sasuke, who had developed a deep bond with Naruto through years of rivalry, friendship, and battles side by side, took the lead. He knew that finding Naruto would require not just power, but also knowledge of dimensions and the secrets of the Otsutsuki clan. Meanwhile, in the unknown dimension, Naruto faced the harsh reality of his situation. Isolated and stripped of his usual strength, he had to rely on his indomitable will and the lessons learned throughout his life. Remembering the sage's teachings about the path of harmony, Naruto began to meditate, seeking to connect with the chakra of the world, even from his isolated prison. He believed that if there was even the slightest chance to reach out, his friends would find him. Sasuke, along with a select team of shinobi, embarked on a perilous journey through dimensions, guided by the knowledge obtained from ancient texts, Jiraiya's notes, and intel gathered from their previous encounters with Otsutsuki clan. Their mission was fraught with dangers, as they navigated through realms unknown to most shinobi, each step bringing them closer to Naruto, but also deeper into the clutches of Ōtsuki's domain. As the rescue team made their way through the dimensions, Naruto, in his prison, felt a faint connection to his friends. It was a glimmer of hope in the darkness, a testament to the bonds that tied him to his world. Those bonds, forged in friendship, rivalry, and love, became the beacon that guided Sasuke and the others as they drew nearer to Naruto's location. The stage was set for a confrontation that would not just determine Naruto's fate, but the future of the shinobi world itself. Against a backdrop of otherworldly dimensions and the looming threat of the Otsutsuki god, the resolve of the shinobi would be tested like never before. But in their hearts, they carried the unyielding spirit of Naruto Uzumaki, a reminder that no matter how dark the night, the dawn always follows. Time skip. In the desolate void of his prison, Naruto sat in meditation, reaching out with his spirit in the faint hope of connecting to his friends, to his world. It was during one of these moments of deep concentration that Ain no Habakiri began to resonate within him, not just as a weapon, but as a presence, a consciousness that had remained silent until now. Aim no Habakiri revealed itself to Naruto as a deity, a divine entity that had chosen Naruto as its wielder not by chance but by destiny. This revelation astounded Naruto, yet it resonated with the trials and the journey he had undergone since finding the weapon. Aim no Habakiri explained that its power was sought after by beings like Ōtsutsuki because it held the key to a primal force that predated the known universe, a force that could either create or destroy on an unimaginable scale. The link that Naruto had with Aim no Habakiri was not just one of wielder and weapon, but of two forces bound by fate to protect the balance of the cosmos. Ōtsuki's aim was to sever this link, to capture Aim no Habakiri's power, and use it to reshape reality to his will, ensuring the Otsutsuki's dominance over all creation. Armed with this knowledge, Naruto understood the gravity of his situation. It was not just his freedom or the safety of Konohagakure at stake, but the very fabric of existence. Aim no Habakiri, recognizing the resolve in Naruto, offered him a sliver of its divine power, enough to begin breaking the chains of his imprisonment. This power did not go unnoticed. As Naruto began to harness it, Ōtsuki sensed the awakening force within his captive. Realizing the potential threat, Ōtsuki hastened his plans, seeking to destroy Naruto before he could fully tap into Aim no Habakiri's power. But Ōtsuki underestimated the bond between Naruto and the divine weapon, as well as the determination of Naruto's friends who were already on their way to rescue him. Sasuke and the rescue team, moving through dimensions and facing challenges beyond their wildest imaginations, felt a surge of hope as they sensed Naruto's awakening power. It guided them, a beacon in the dark, drawing them ever closer to their friend. As the final confrontation approached, Naruto, empowered by Aim no Habakiri and his unbreakable spirit, began to unravel the bindings of his prison. The battle that ensued was not just physical but spiritual, as Naruto fought to reclaim his freedom and prevent Ōtsuki from realizing his dark ambitions. The clash was titanic, echoing through the dimensions, a testament to the will of a shinobi bound to a divine mission. Naruto, with Aim no Habakiri by his side, channeled the essence of the shinobi way, the belief in hope, friendship, and perseverance against all odds. In the end, as Sasuke and the team broke through the dimensions to join Naruto, they found him standing, a lone figure against the backdrop of a shattered prison. Together, they faced Ōtsuki in a final battle, their combined strength and the power of Aim no Habakiri, overwhelming the Otsutsuki god. Ōtsuki's defeat marked not just the end of his reign of terror, but the beginning of a new era, one where the balance of power had shifted, ensuring the safety of the cosmos from those who sought to dominate it. Naruto's journey with Aim no Habakiri had begun as a quest for power, but ended as a voyage of discovery, about the universe, his place within it, and the unyielding strength that comes from standing for something greater than oneself. As peace returned to the shinobi world, Naruto, the boy who once sought recognition, stood as a guardian of all creation, his legacy forever intertwined with the divine weapon that had chosen him as its wielder.